My name is Richard Jabbour, and this is In the In-Between. Welcome to In the In-Between, the Caregiver's Journey. And this is episode 1, an introduction. And this is kind of a tough one, but we'll get through it together. I suppose this started really now nearly 12 years ago. At that time, in October of 2014, my late wife, Brenda, passed away. And I was compelled at that time to start writing the events around it, before it, during it, over the 4 or 5 years that had preceded that, and what we went through together. And I started writing it, and it kind of got somewhere, but not anywhere that was a conclusion. And finally, late last year in 2025 and early this year in 2026, I finally finished it. And it turned into a whole lot more than I thought it was ever going to be. Because after that occurred, I found too that for some reason people started coming into my life that were about to experience the same thing, or might have just recently experienced the same thing. The loss of a spouse at an age where it's not expected. I was 51 years old. No matter how the loss occurred, different circumstances, when it's unexpected or when it's not when you thought it would be, it's difficult. And I would tell them my story. And to some extent, that led to me continuing to write over the course of 12 years from time to time, the caregiver's journey, and it helped it to evolve as I began understanding more about what I believed and thought and understood about what had happened to me and how I communicated that to other people who might need my counsel. I just felt compelled to write it and then to publish it because I'm in the real estate business. And in the real estate business, I just felt so, I don't want to say untruthful. I'd be working with somebody for the first time and we'd be getting to know each other, and I was early on in the business and they'd ask the question, well, Richard, what brought you here to the beach? Oh, I just love the water. Oh, and it's so peaceful. I love going to farmer's market. And somebody else would ask me and I'd give them some other pablum. And I'd tell them something that I thought they wanted to hear because that's why they were coming here. Oh, I'm certain they're coming here because the sand is so white and pretty. I'm sure they're coming here because the weather's awesome. I'm sure they're coming here because they love the homes in watercolor and they love camp watercolor and they love the beach club, or they love going to get a hamburger at Pickles. I'll just tell them that's why I'm here. I had never been here before 2010. I had never been to this part of Florida before 2010. I didn't come here because the sand was white. I didn't come here because the water was blue. Maybe I did come here because the sand was white and the water was blue. Brenda loved the Caribbean, and we went there a ton, an awful lot. And the water is blue and the sand is white. And this was the closest thing we could find to it after she was diagnosed, and we would never really be able to leave the country in any meaningful way again. We really wanted to be in the Caribbean a lot. We wanted to live there. And so I moved here because my wife was dying and we needed a place to spend the last, what ended up being 1,627 good days together on a beach that reminded us of the Caribbean, the waters that reminded us of the Caribbean, a place that could remind us of that. And there came a day when somebody asked me that question, what brought you here? And I couldn't hold it back anymore. I wasn't looking for sympathy. I wasn't looking for anything. I was just needing to tell my truth. Well, Richard, what brought you here? Well, in 2010, my wife was diagnosed with cancer, and she didn't have the rest of a normal life to live. We didn't know how much time she had, and, well, we wanted to come here to Florida, and it was beautiful for us. And we got to spend about 4.5 years together here, and it was good. And that's why I came to Florida. And the beautiful thing is, through those events, she deposited me here. And I think as time went on, she knew that's what she was doing. She was putting me into a new life. I wasn't a real estate professional when I moved here in 2010. Not even close. And that's what the caregiver's journey is about. It is the answer to, why did you come here, Richard? And the real answer. And I dive deep into what we went through, what I went through, what it meant to me, and the good that came of it, the future joy that came into my life as I was able to move on. So get ready for it. In the in-between, the caregiver's journey. Thanks for watching.